is Ssv Vidyalayam News Bulletin. I am Uttara, an 8th standard student of the school. First of all, let us have a gander at the international news. Brazil's health minister tested positive for COVID-19 in New York. Brazil's health minister Marcelo Queiroga tested positive for COVID-19 hours after accompanying President Jair Bolsonaro to the United States General Assembly in New York on Tuesday, September 21, 2021, the government said. Taliban wants to address General Assembly. The Taliban, the country's new ruler, for a matter of weeks are challenging the credential of their country's former UN ambassador and want to speak at the General Assembly's high-level meeting of world leaders this week, the international body says. Now let us move on to the national news. PM Modi visiting US from position of strength, says eminent Indian American leader. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States comes from a position of strength at a time when the Indian economy has gained momentum, and eminent Indian American said Wednesday, September 22, 2021. Pilot co-pilot killed after Army helicopter crash lands in J&K's Udhampur. Pilot and co-pilot were killed on Tuesday morning when an Army helicopter crash landed in a forest area in Udhampur. The deceased were identified as Major Rohit Kumar and Major Anuj Rajput. Now let us switch on to the state news. +1 first allotment list today. The first allotment list for +1 higher secondary admission under the single window system will be published on Wednesday. Students can take admission from 9 a.m. on Thursday. Admissions will go on till October 1st in compliance with the COVID-19 protocol. Dengue variant puts Kollam on high alert. Symptoms include headache, fever, muscle aches, back pain, etc. The health department has sounded a high alert in the district and urged the public to stay vigilant after the presence of dengue variant DENV2 was found in 3 places including Kollam Corporation. Now it is time for the sport buffs. IPL 2021 Sanju Samson fined 12 lakh for RRS slow over rate against Punjab. Rajasthan Royal captain Sanju Samson has been fined 12 lakh for his side slow over rate during their 2-run win over Punjab Kings in an Indian Premier League match here. Kochi to host Women's International Football Tournament. Kochi will host an international women's football tournament in December. The tournament is intended to provide much needed exposure and practice for the Indian senior women's team, which will take part in the AFC Asian Women's Championship to be held early next year. Abhishek Yadav, the Deputy General Secretary of All India Football Federation, said it will be a 4-nation tournament and that the AIFF was in the process of finalizing the participating nations. World Rose Day, celebrated on September 22nd, is a ray of hope for cancer patients all around the world who are facing the big C.
Ssv Raman. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman is an Indian physicist whose work was influential in the growth of science in India. He got Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930 for the discovery that when light traverses a transparent material, some of the light that is deflected changes in wavelength. This phenomenon is now called Raman scattering and is the result of the Raman effect. Studying the scattering of light in various substances in 1928, he found that when a transparent substance is illuminated by a beam of light of one frequency, a small portion of the light emerges at right angles to the original direction, and some of this light is of different frequencies than that of the incident light. These so-called Raman frequencies. Raman frequencies are the energies associated with transitions between different rotational and vibrational states in the scattering materials. He was the uncle of Subramanya Chandrasekhar, who won the 1983 Nobel Prize for Physics with William Fowler.
Now order to the school news. Today our Mother Samiti members and teachers spared some valuable time to beautify the premises of our school. It was a commendable task. Both the teams worked hand in glove. A lot of beautiful plants were planted to create a lush ambience. Over to the visuals. With that, now watch the mind-blowing performance of our child prodigies.
Namaste. Good morning, everybody. I am Diya. Vegetables: carrot, brinjal, tomato, radish finger, cabbage. Fruits: apple, orange, grapes, watermelon. Thank you.
That is all for the day. See you tomorrow. Namaste.